Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a Jenna Marbles-ish video because she's always doing what a girl's hair means, what a girl's shoes mean. I'm going to be doing what your favorite Transformers Prime character means. So, let's get started. If your favorite Transformers Prime character is Bumblebee, you are one of three things. You are either 7 years old, have never seen the show, or really like Camaros. Or your ovaries exploded when he took his battle mask off in Darkmount and you never looked back. Never ever. Bumblebee's been my favorite character for the entire series. You just started liking him like after the finale. He's really hot. Sorry, not sorry. If your favorite Transformers Prime character is Ratchet, that is who you are going to be in 50 years. You are setting yourself up for the inevitable, I needed that! Optimus! We needed that! Bumblebee, put that down! Bulkhead, stop throwing the lobby ball while I'm working! Raphael, get off the table, please! And Miko, will you shut up? Please. Shut up! Ratchet is the silver fox that is so silver and so foxy that he may actually be you from the future. Ratchet's what you are now, to be honest. You are Ratchet. You are an old crotchety old mech, and you'd rather be like alone in your room, like without all the Mikos of the world, like running around your feet while you're trying to work. It's a good time. If your favorite character is Cliffjumper, then you were really excited about Transformers Prime when they aired the commercials on Hasbro's network, and then you couldn't get over the fact that he died in the first episode, and you can't let it go. You literally... Oh, who's your favorite Transformers Prime character? Oh, it's Cliffjumper. Your favorite character is Cliffjumper. Yeah, Cliffjumper, like, he doesn't get a lot of character development. The character development for Cliffjumper is, hey, you're cool, Arcee likes you, you guys may be having babies, and then he dies.
Preview.
Cliffjumper. Jumper. Jump that cliff, Cliffjumper. If your favorite character is Wheeljack, you are one of two things. You either have a really bad rebel complex, or you have issues with authority that no one can touch. So you're probably jobless at this point. And you may be thinking about going into the military because you get to, and I quote, blow stuff up. With Wheeljack, you probably have a thing for scars. It might be a kink. I don't know. Guys got scars everywhere. You may, in fact, actually know how to build your own grenades. And I'm worried for society if you are a Wheeljack fan, because I'm pretty sure you all know exactly how to not only make the grenades, but you know how to use them in that you can take them apart with your teeth and throw them at people who tell you that you need to be doing something that you're not doing. Go clean the Energon tanks, Wheeljack. Oh, really? Should I clean it now with this? You also really like swords and swordplay. That's also a kink. And you like your mates on the chubby side because of Bulkhead. Yeah. You may also have like some serious emotional issues that you don't like to talk about because they are serious emotional issues, and I mean, why bring everyone down when you could just tell a funny joke or a good war story about that time you took one of your homemade grenades and throw it in the Energon tanks? If your favorite character is Smokescreen, you either love Nolan North or you have come to love Nolan North, and you can't stop talking about Nolan North. When it comes to Smokescreen, you were in the middle of season 2 having a grand spanking time, and then he decided to show up, and you questioned your sexuality do I like robots? Is that something that I want to do? Smokescreen is one of those characters where if he's your favorite character, he's the kind of person you would walk up to at a bar, have to take another drink, walk up to again, and then strike up a conversation because you have no idea what you're gonna say to him, you just know you want to get in his pants. If your favorite character from Transformers Prime is Alpha Trion, you had no idea what you were doing watching the show, and when people ask, you just have to pick one. So you pick that one because it makes you sound the most smart. My strongest suggestion for Alpha Trion fans, so if he's the only favorite character you have, is go watch the show. There's a lot of better characters, especially because he literally has like 5 lines in one episode, and then that's it. He's Optimus's brother, yeah, but what did he do in the show? Well, he gave Optimus the Star Saber and then put his complete trust in a 21-year-old security guard and decided, oh, by the way, I'm gonna make you a Horcrux. I mean, no, you're gonna, just kidding. Wrong fandom. But seriously, Trion, what were you thinking? Wow, you know, that new guard looks really cool. Really sexy. Ooh. I like it when he bends like that. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Wow, I would love to hit him over the head so hard he blacks out and then stick a key in his chest and send him to Earth. If your favorite character from Transformers Prime is Ultra Magnus, you're either a hardcore G1er or there is something in you that decides to deny the fact that Optimus and him share the exact same body. Almost the exact same body. You know what I'm talking about. And instead of liking Optimus because he's the obvious choice, you decided to like Magnus. Maggie Moo is the character that people, literally he came off the spaceship and women's ovaries everywhere exploded into the next life cycle of their unborn fetus. If you love Ultra Magnus, you're probably one of the most incredibly passionate BDSM role players of all time. You probably love being the sub to someone's dom, and I'm pretty sure you have a thing for his new hook hand that Ratchet decided would be a great sex toy and actually decided to implant in Ultra Maggie Moo's arm. Oh, Magnus, touch me with what? With that claw. You look like a claw game at the movie theater that just can't ever win. Just, talk claw game to me. Magnus is one of those characters where he got his new hand and you're in total denial that he looks like one of those claw game machines from the mall or the arcade or something. Your mind goes, he's sexy, and then people will say, oh, what about that, you know, claw hand that he has implanted in his servo? And you say, oh, no, don't worry, it's probably really great in bed. Yeah, I'm sure he can really jack off with 3 fingers and no grip. That thumb is like this big, by the way. Like human thumb size and then 2 big ones, so it's like, oh, Magnus, go down on me with that. If your favorite character from Transformers Prime is Arcee, you either really, really like her design or have to like her design because she's the only femme Autobot in the series. Literally, she's like big sister mom, but you also kind of want to fuck her like MILF style. Like, Arcee's a MILF. I'm saying it right now. Arcee is the biggest MILF ever, and there are people out there who would not mind fucking her. I am one of those people, by the way. I'm sorry, what? Were we talking about Arcee? She's also like the most deadpan of all the characters. Everything she says is like flat out, and you still laugh because she's just so serious about her entire life. Hey Arcee, come on, come watch a movie with us. Cliffjumper used to like movies. Well, hey, we can read a book. I'll teach you about Earth. Tailgate always wanted to learn about Earth, and he loved books. Okay, Arcee, the Decepticons are coming. Cliffjumper used to fight the Decepticons. Arcee, for God's sake! Okay, we know that everyone's dead. Everyone you've ever loved is dead. We know. Arcee is one of these characters where everything that happens to her relates back to Cliff and Tailgate dying. I lost 2 partners. That's right, 2 of them. Tallied on my chest, crossed, and 2 partners. Cliffjumper, Tailgate. Let's make it 3. Smokescreen. Literally, Arcee is the pinnacle of, okay, you lost 2 people, we get it. Everyone else lost hundreds of people. But I lost 2 people. By myself. And they both died. Tailgate, Cliffjumper, from the Allspark, they're probably looking at her like, did this bitch just say my name again? She is bringing us up in conversation. You are never gonna get laid if you keep talking about your ex-boyfriends, Arcee. If your favorite Transformers Prime character is Bulkhead, you are probably a Transformers animated fan who decided you were going to give Transformers Prime a chance because Bulkhead was in it. And then during Toxicity, got so upset that he would possibly die in the next episode, you decided to stop watching until season 3. And then you missed the entire season 2 arc and finale / Decepticons win, Autobots lose as Optimus dead finale. But I digress. Bulkhead is a great character. If you love Bulkhead, you are probably, on a scale from 1 to 10, the nicest human being alive, because it takes a really nice person to handle all of Bulkhead. You're probably Wheeljack. If you like Bulkhead, you're probably Wheeljack. If your favorite character in Transformers Prime is Optimus Prime, there is a 1 in 100 percentage that you have not taken something he has said to heart. So literally, like, if Optimus says, hey, I don't condone the termination of any defenseless life form, you will go out and make sure that the kids playing in your yard don't step on any anthills. What are you kids doing? Get off my lawn. We're just playing in the yard. You're stepping on all the ants. They are defenseless life forms. Get out of there. Get out of my fucking house. I can't. If your favorite character in Transformers Prime is Optimus Prime, there is a 110% chance that every time he was on screen, you were looking at him from the chest down. There is no way that you were looking at him in the optics unless it was only his face on screen. I guarantee it. If you are a fan of Optimus Prime and Transformers Prime, I am very, very 100%, 99.9% positive that at some point during the show, you stopped caring about any other character and skipped episodes just to see Optimus Prime. It does not matter. You probably went back and watched them afterward because you had no idea what the fuck was going on. But if you had any Netflix abilities while you were watching the show, you were pinned on Optimus like a spy. I'm watching you, Optimus Prime. No, it's not good. I don't like this one at all. Alright, if your favorite character in Transformers Prime is Optimus Prime, there is a very big chance you don't know whether you want to be him or be on him. I guarantee that when he did anything out of the ordinary in that show, you were all over that shit like frosting on a cake. Oh, Optimus just screamed really loud. Yo, did he just get stabbed in the engine? He just got stabbed in the end? Whoa, those screams, those grunts, those yells, what is happening? Optimus is my favorite character, so I am absolutely this person. If you like Optimus Prime, I'm sure you went back to G1 just to watch Optimus in G1 because it's Peter Cullen. And you're probably watching Robutts in Disguise 2015 for Optimus because that's what I'm doing. Optimus Prime probably gets you through your day. You probably decided a long time ago that if Optimus is in an episode, you will pay attention to nothing else but Optimus for that entire episode. You probably have studied him to a point where You know exactly what he's going to say when he says it, how he says it, with his inflections and everything. You know exactly when he's going to take out his weapons, when he's mad, when he's upset, when he's frightened, when he's happy. You know him better than you know yourself, and he's either a father figure or an I wanna fuck you figure, or both. There's a side of you where you're like, Optimus, oh, you're a bear dad, everybody loves you, you're the best. And there's a side of you that's like, oh my god, strap him to the bed, this is happening. It's no questions asked, it's happening. But there is a part of you, because you are an Optimus fan, if you're in Season 1 Optimus and Season 2 Optimus fan, there is a very good chance that you despise the Beast Hunter's look. If you're attracted to him, Season 1 and 2, you do not like Beast Hunters, because how does he bend over? Optimus, how do you touch your toes when your hips are bigger than the rest of your body? Well, when he was slim and beautiful, that wasn't an issue. But now, in Beast Hunters, it is. I mean, sure, he gets to fly. Who the fuck cares? You think he's gonna be able to fly in bed? No, I want to see him bend over and touch his toes with his Beast Hunters mode. If you are a fan of Megatron, I am sure that you have, at one point, watched him transform and then laughed hysterically at his head sticking out of the vehicle mode as he flies away. Prime! I see you! I can't with Megatron. If you're a fan of Megatron, you're in it for the win. You're like, he's never gonna die, and then during Dark Mount, you almost shit your pants. And then you did, and then Predakon's Rising happened, and all of the Transformers Prime Optimus Prime fans looked at all the Transformers Prime Megatron fans and said, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you die and then come back? But Optimus can't come back because that would be too easy. He always has to die. If you are a fan of Starscream, you don't like him, but you hate that you like him. He's one of those characters where you look at him and you go, did you really just cross that line? And then every episode it's like, yeah, he did. Oh, he killed Cliffjumper? Okay. Oh, he tried to kill Arcee? Oh, okay. He just begged for mercy after trying to kill Arcee? Huh. Is he groveling at Megatron again? It's just a typical day as Starscream. There's pretty much nothing that bothers you if you are a fan of Starscream, because everything he does is fucked up. There's nothing Starscream ever has done that has ever been for someone else, except in the last episode, and it didn't even give him a chance to, you know, like, reinvent himself or anything. He was literally just like, Megatron, don't die. Predakon's Rising. Well, if you're back and you're not gonna leave the Decepticons, I mean, I can if you want. Just, that's too much weight on your shoulders. Let me do it. Starscream is only in it for himself. That doesn't mean that you are, that just means that you wish you were. If you are a fan of Transformers Prime Soundwave, you are one of those kids who absolutely never raised your hand in school. You never ever wanted to get up in front of the teacher and talk. You didn't even hand your tests in first, even if you were done first, because you didn't want people to look at you. You are one of those friends who you would honestly give your life for someone if they bought you a sandwich that tasted really good. Oh wow, this sandwich is delicious. I'd take a bullet for you. I'd throw myself in front of a train for you. You are literally singing Grenade 24/7 to everybody who walks by you on the street and smiles. Well, Soundwave is a character that when he does something out of the ordinary, it's still in the ordinary because he's Soundwave. Nothing Soundwave has ever done has been for himself, and if it has been, it's because his boobs, aka Laserbeak, was in trouble. Like, he managed to not only destroy Wheeljack emotionally with his, like, sound bar thing, but he managed to get Megatron, the relic, and then come back and save Laserbeak without fucking up. Meanwhile, Knockout's over there like doing some shit. Starscream doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. And I'm pretty like 95% positive that Soundwave is always laughing at Starscream underneath that mask of his. You're a very organized person, but at the same time you enjoy chaos because it fuels you. If you're a fan of Arachnid, you're lying to yourself. If you're not a fan of Knockout, you're lying to yourself. If you are a fan of Knockout, there is a point in the show where literally him showing up was one thing, and then him speaking kind of made you want to scream internally for the next 5 years. Knockout is one of those characters where if you like Knockout, you don't give a fuck what is happening in the show. As long as he's winning, it doesn't matter. If he's, oh, he just electrocuted Optimus in the neck and then did it again while he was fallen and down, that's fine. Knockout didn't get hurt. You ship him with everyone. There's a point where you realized so many other people love Knockout that you're pretty much okay with any OTP concerning him because it's Knockout. You could have a no TP, but if you see art and it has Knockout, you reblog that shit in a hot second. Like, it's just done. I don't care what OTP it is. It could be Knockout Optimus. It could be Knockout. It could be Knockout Raph. Like, you will reblog that shit because of Knockout. Every answer that you give on anything ever is always because Knockout. If red wasn't your favorite color when you started the show, your new favorite color is red. You love red. Red is your color. Knockout is a character where if he's your favorite character, Darren Norris is automatically your new favorite actor. Every time Knockout speaks, your ovaries explode and your heart melts. And you secretly want to be 007 because he drives an Aston Martin. If you are a fan of Knockout, you are very, very mad that he's an Autobot, but very, very happy that he's still alive at the end of Predacons Rising. If you are a fan of Breakdown, you probably also like Knockout. If you are a fan of Breakdown, you became a fan of Breakdown when Arachnid killed him because it was so uncalled for. Breakdown is a bear Decepticon though. What a baby. We're all sorry for him. Rip Breakdown. Sorry, I had to turn on the light because it's getting dark outside. If you are a fan of Dreadwing, you were probably really confused the first time he showed up because of Skyquake. And if you're a fan of Skyquake, you're probably really confused why Dreadwing even came in the first place. Dreadwing, you probably have decided that nothing else matters but Dreadwing. You have a huge voices kink, man. You've got to. If you are a fan of Dreadwing, I'm gonna say there's like a 50% chance that you're one of those people where you kind of bottle things up inside, and then when they get to their breaking point, you decide, I'd like to voice this complaint right now. You're probably one of those people who decided early on that Dreadwing was your favorite character, and the day he died, you swore revenge on Transformers Prime and the whole series and everybody, and it's kind of fucked up that he was murdered by his own gun, too. But Megatron? Like, why would you save Starscream? From the Allspark, I'm sure Dreadwing is looking down and still like, the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Him? You saved him? He tried to kill you 2 more times! If you're a fan of Dreadwing, you really like heavy machinery and Autobots being obliterated. You also probably didn't care about Sea Spray that much. If you're a fan of Dreadwing, you probably really, really like bats. Because he reminds me of a bat. You didn't think about that, did you? Now you do. You're welcome. If you're a fan of Skyquake, it's very short-lived, and you just kind of like him a little bit. If you're a fan of Skyquake and you actually like his color scheme, what are you doing with your life? If you're a fan of Shockwave, you probably remember G1, but not a lot. So you probably really like the fact that Shockwave is just like as deadpan as possible all the time. Literally, if he and Arcee had babies, they would never speak because everything would sound just like this. If you're a fan of Shockwave, that's very logical. If you're a fan of Shockwave, you probably really wanted to see a battle between him and Optimus and never got one. And are still mad about that. Because Shockwave. Literally, Shockwave is the epitome of, wow, I really should have done that yesterday. Oh wait, I did. There is no procrastination. You are definitely not a procrastinator if you're a fan of Shockwave. You do everything the minute you're told to do it, and then you get to laugh at everybody who is a fan of Starscream, who waits till the last minute and then just doesn't do anything, doesn't do it. If you're a fan of a Unicron, you are really disappointed that he's only as big as a house now and not as big as a planet. If you're a fan of Unicron, you're one of those people who writes really angry Yelp reviews if they get your order wrong the first time. The first time you ever go there. You're one of those people who reads Yelp reviews and then thumbs down other Yelp reviews so your Yelp review will get more likes for being the only Yelp review that helped. If you're a fan of Unicron, we can't be friends. If you're a fan of Steve the Vehicon, you probably created Steve the Vehicon. If you're a fan of the Insecticons, every time you hear a horse neigh, you don't think about horses, you think about Insecticons. You think about giant robot bugs. If you're a fan of Predaking, you probably shit your pants when he transformed, and you are really, really sure that your ovaries are no longer in your body. If you're a fan of Predaking and you don't find him attractive, you're lying. If you're a fan of Predaking, you probably really enjoyed him beating up Ratchet. Like, thoroughly enjoyed it. If you're a fan of Darksteel or Skylynx, you weren't a fan of the Predacons until Predacons Rising, and now you can't stop talking about them. Let's blow this shit up right now. Alright, funk back in order. Alright, hold on. If your favorite character from Transformers Prime is Arcee, you... Knockout is love. Knockout is life. You are a secret samurai if you love Cliffjumper. What am I doing with my life? When we're talking about Wheeljack, I say Cliffjumper. When we're talking about Cliffjumper, I say Wheeljack. But, in all seriousness, if you're a fan of Wheeljack, we're talking about Cliff. Jack, Cliff, Jack Cliff, Cliffjack, Wheel Hump. I don't know what I'm talking. Oh god. The thing with Cliffjumper. Oh my god. If I say Cliffjumper one more time when I mean Wheeljack, I'm going to have a stroke. Oh, really, Optimus? I got two right here, two balloons for you. Never. 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 If your favorite character is Bulkhead, your name is probably Ken Williams. Oh my god. What is happening, Optimus Prime? No, just kidding, that's stupid. He happens to be my favorite character. Sorry, not sorry. This is happening! Optimus, you're killing me. Optimus rants for days. Can't. Anyway. If you are a... gotta fart again. You are Soundwave. Congratulations. They have some weird bromance thing going on where it's like, I hate you, but I respect you. I hate you too, but hey, respect. No! I don't know what's happening. You're just an asshole. No. I kid. If you like Dreadwing, color schemes don't matter to you. Not even a little bit. Color? What? A color scheme? Yellow and blue? Sure, Jetstorm. Duh, nailed it. If you're a fan of Predaking and you don't like unicorns, then you don't like Predaking. Because he's literally a giant spiky unicorn. Just kidding, that's stupid. If you're a fan of Optimus Prime and you don't like Peter Cullen, you're not a fan of Optimus Prime.